Are these guys trying to put me out of business? Hi, this is Colin Flaherty, author of Don't Make the Black Kids Angry. Here we talk about black mob violence, black on white crime, the greatest lie of our generation, the myth of black victimization. All without racism, without rancor, without apologies. Man, if every story was like the one we're about to see, we might not need this YouTube channel anymore.
Two teenagers accused of rape. The victim, a 14-year-old girl. We searched and found out the teens had been arrested for previous crimes.
One police chief says the handling of those cases provided the opportunity for this crime. 16-year-old Cunningham Hall and 16-year-old Gavin Gordon are accused of rape.
Brett Davidson took a closer look at the other crimes they're accused in. He's live at Chi-Li Town Court tonight. Now, Brett, what did police say happened in this crime?
Well, Scott, the two young men are locked up, charged with first-degree rape for an incident that occurred not far from here on Monday. One police chief I spoke with today says the criminal justice failed the victim because he believes the two suspects should have already been in jail. Investigators say the 14-year-old victim was walking near the Chi-Li Garden Apartments when she ran into 16-year-old Cunningham Hall. She went back to his apartment there, and authorities say his friend, 16-year-old Gavin Gordon, showed up.
Where they engaged in sexual intercourse, and it became unwanted by the juvenile female. And the allegation would be that it's by forcible compulsion.
We went to Hall's home hoping to speak with his family, but no one answered the door. Gordon and Hall are students at Gates Chi-Li High School, but the district says they are both on long-term suspension. In his statement, Superintendent Kimberly Ward said, quote, "Allegations such as these constitute behavior that we find unconscionable and that will not be tolerated as part of our school culture." But this isn't the first time the two teens have faced serious criminal charges. According to police reports, Gordon and Hall were arrested just 3 months ago on charges of assault and attempted robbery for allegedly attacking a man in Gates as he walked home from work. The report says he was hit in the back of the head and they tried to steal his backpack.
When you look at what they did, they viciously attacked and caused injury to another person, stealing their property, which is a violent felony offense.
But Gates Police Chief James Van Bretterode says Gordon was allowed to plead guilty to 2 misdemeanors, was sentenced to time served of 37 days in jail and 3 years probation, and given youthful offender status. He says Hall was never even made to post bail for the earlier charge and is expected to be offered a similar deal to Gordon's. The chief says he's frustrated the criminal justice system didn't treat the earlier arrest more seriously.
It's clearly become a catch and release system, and it's got to change, because this is what you have when we don't address violence. More violence will come from it.
Now, I just got off the phone with District Attorney Sandra Dorley to find out why the two teens were given a plea deal in that earlier robbery charge. She says it was offered because no weapon was displayed, no property was actually taken, and the victim agreed to that plea deal. She says it would be nice to have a crystal ball, but says the plea deal also appeared reasonable at the time, given the age of the suspects and how the local judge handled the case.
Wow. Catch and release happening here a long time. Got to get these people off the street committing this violence. It wasn't a perfect story, but it's better than 99% of the stories that I do see every day. No talk about midnight basketball. No talk about bad schools. No talk about motherlessness, fatherlessness, sisterlessness, brotherlessness, or any other lessness you can imagine. Just, these guys did some bad things. Let's hold them accountable. Good for them. But did you notice one little, something kind of prick your attention there? Something sure did mine.
And it became unwanted by the juvenile female. And it became unwanted by the juvenile female. And it became unwanted by the juvenile female.
Whoa, that just made this story a lot stranger than maybe it should have been. I don't know. But I do know lots of strange stories, and don't make the black kids angry.